There was no avoidance. There was no attempt to move around any object or any vehicle in the road. It just went straight through it.
What went straight through was a tractor trailer, and what it went through was two stopped cars on I-75. Good evening, everyone. The trial for the driver of that truck starts today in a Hamilton County courtroom.
One man died in the crash and another is permanently disabled as a result. Local 12's Rich Jaffe spent the day in court. He's watching this emotional case against Jason Woodyard and joins us from the newsroom with the issues that could change the rest of the truck driver's life. Now, Rich.
Rob, this is another one of those cases that should remind all of us what can happen if you take your eyes off the road even for an instant. And some simple things could provide ammunition for the prosecutors. Empty bottles and cans of Mountain Dew, spilled coffee, and a 5-hour energy bottle, all found in the cab of the truck. Are they significant? That's up to the jury. Jason Woodyard spent much of the morning in tears, listening to testimony from people about the lives he damaged or destroyed with his truck last September. Just after 5 a.m. September 29th, near the Mitchell Street exit, northbound on 75, Woodyard's rig slammed into two stopped vehicles in the construction zone. Ashley Kelly was driving the white SUV when she lost control and hit a median. Her Dodge bounced back toward the center lane. Two postal workers on their way home stopped to help.
What he stated was that as he approached, he saw a white vehicle move to the left. His eyes followed the white vehicle. Next thing he knew, he had struck the cars. His foot was on the accelerator. He said it may have slipped off, but he didn't think so. And then he stopped after the crash.
The crash appeared as a fireball on the edge of the screen from this camera. Zachary Bird was killed. He was a passenger in the Saturn that stopped to help Kelly. The driver, James Harrison, is permanently disabled as a result of the crash. Kelly woke up in the hospital but survived. Woodyard never even tried to stop.
The first question I wondered is why didn't the driver try to avoid the crash? And I saw especially the 5-hour energy drink and the coffee, which are drinks people take when they're feeling drowsy or tired. Mountain Dew also has caffeine in it.
Investigators say leading up to the accident site, you can see clearly for 0.3 of a mile. But they conceded, even at the lowest estimated speed for the semi, 48 miles an hour, it would take nearly 400 feet for the truck to stop. Woodyard's attorneys have a tough case to defend here. They presented evidence that Ohio Revised Code says it's illegal to stop a vehicle on the highway unless it's disabled. So they appear to be trying to say, at this point at least, the victims are to some degree responsible for this collision. It will be up to the jury if that means Woodyard is any less negligent. In the newsroom, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Rob?
You have to believe that certainly this truck driver didn't want to hit anybody, so he had to be either distracted or he had fallen asleep or something along those lines, don't you think?
Absolutely. But the bottom line here is, as drivers, we are all responsible for stopping, being able to stop in the assured clear distance in front of us. That's what's incumbent. So regardless of the reasons why, his responsibility was to be able to stop if something ended up in front of him, as it did. The question is how big an issue that's going to play with the jury.
Makes you think about how close you drive to other drivers on the freeway, doesn't it? All the time, every day.
And that's the mistake we make.
Yeah, thanks very much. Jason Woodyard is charged with 2 counts of vehicular homicide, 1 count of manslaughter. He also faces a commercial driving violation, of course, and the trial continues tomorrow.